Hello, this is Miho from Canada. How are you guys doing? I hope your mental and physical health are good and fit. So today I'm gonna talk about what makes people grow. You might think because of such and such told you this way, or good advice out there and good examples out there. And all of them are so true. You need some sort of lead or example to follow or get ideas to implement in your life to improve yours. But fundamentally, you have to feel it from inside. When the outside force comes in and put a lot of pressure on you, but you're not ready inside, and that force will break you and it makes you die, the heart die. It's like an egg. You know, when it breaks from outside because of the force, the life dies. But if the egg will break from inside, the life begins. So it's the same idea that in order to change yourself for the better, it needs to come from within. And that varies, depends on people and also the timing in life. So for instance, you really want to help others, or you wanted to change people's behaviors or whatnot, and you study and you really advise a lot, but that person has no interest in changing and don't even want to listen to your words, right? And you get frustrated because you spend so much time and energy to help, you know, that person or maybe family member, but they just don't get it, and you get frustrated, right? And treat it really badly in return. The thing is that the person wants to change from inside. And outside force, sure, would have certain extent of influence, but really has to come from within. It's like an egg. You have to break that shell from inside. If it's broken from outside, it dies. So you just let it be. And you just focus on yourself. Self-care, self-improvement, self-growth. And you keep doing that for yourself. And then you start to really consciously level up, and you radiate those feelings outward. And people around you will catch it. They cannot see it, but they will feel, you know, your calmness or your improvement in personality or behaviors, and they will feel it. And that itself might give them enough to, you know, have a good influence on them, and they'll think like, maybe I should live like that, you know, for the better. And it might be a part of their drive to change, but don't expect that you can force them to change. So the best thing is just let it be, because each individual has its own pace to learn in a whole span of life. It might take you only 10 years to recognize the difference, but for some people it might take twice as long. So it really depends on, you know, personality, and it's a life path that they chose. So forget about, you know, controlling part, because it just makes you more frustrated and depressed because you put so much energy and it's just not getting in return. So the best thing is to just focusing on yourself, and you improve your part. You do your role. And you might go through really tough time or challenging time, and you might be struggling so hard, but that's the time when you are growing the most. You're developing your strengths the most. When the things are easy, sure, it's nice, but you're not growing as much because things are easy, right? So it's like a physical training as well. When you feel the pain and it's just I can't do this anymore, and then when you rest in a good mood, that's the workout part you've done, that you had the pain feeling through that workout, actually pays off. That's when the muscle build. It's not during where you're having so much pain because you're tearing that muscle. And then when you're in the rest mode, that's when the muscle really builds for the strong. So when you go through a certain experience, a painful phase of life, just think that you're growing a lot and that shaping you to be who you are, as a strong person, because in order to go through, you need to be strong, right? And then you go through the experience where you can overcome. You don't go through the experience that you cannot overcome. So that's a part of life theme that you chose to be. So you will learn so much, and there is a lot of treasure in that experience. Even though you think it's so painful, but you get good learnings, and there's a treasure in it, because once you go through the painful phase, that you understand what's like. That's a very special gift for you, because unless you go through that experience, no one would understand, but you do. So you could now experience that for other people, meaning that you could support them, you could help them, you could feel empathy, right? That's your special gift, because you spend time go through that painful phase. So everything you do experience has certain gifts and make you stronger, and you develop in a better way. So take all the experiences as a learning phase, and it will make you grow. So you can show, how you live. You can show how you live, and the people around you might look you up, might follow you, but fundamentally, you just focus on yourself, focus on your growth, and you just let other people be. Okay, and so you just go with the flow of your energy that coming out of you, and you have a lot of greatness and a superpower inside of you. Okay, so reflect internally and live according to what you feel inside. Okay, so see you in the next video.